Today I'm going to share with you what I typically eat in a day. Just as it's important to fuel our bodies properly though, it's also important to fuel our minds. So before anything, very first thing, as soon as I wake up, is I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for. And that is how I start my day off, with an attitude of gratitude. We have millions of things to be grateful for. All we have to do is think of 3. All right, after that's done, I move on to the kitchen and I have my lemon water. I like to add lemon to my water because A, it's delicious, and B, it helps detox our liver. It's the least we can do, right? We've used and abused it for years. And now that everybody's getting on the health train, they're trying to do whatever they can to feel better. This is one of them. You can pick up these little lemon squeezers anywhere. Marshall's, TJ Maxx, they're everywhere. So that's what I do. I start with my lemon water and my probiotic. And the reason I take a probiotic is because it helps my gut health. Again, we all need all the help we can get. Next, I will have my hot cacao. I personally like this better than coffee. I've never really been a coffee addict, but this is healthier too. So I'm gonna do my hot water. If you watch my Instagram stories, then you know full well I do this every single morning and I love it. I don't measure anything ever. I do like a heaping spoon of the cacao, which is different than cocoa. Cocoa is cooked, cacao is raw. And then you do any nut milk of choice. I like cashew milk. And again, if you watch my stories, you see how simple it is to make. Cashews, water, blend it. Doesn't get easier than that. And this, because there's no preservatives, only lasts for about 2 days, maybe 3. Just smell it and you will know if it's bad or not, trust me. For a sweetener, I'm gonna do a little bit of maple and call it a day. I make a huge one of these every morning and it's my favorite. Moving on to breakfast. For breakfast, I will have a smoothie. Am I going to have it right away after my lemon water, after my hot cacao? No, I'd float away with all those liquids. I don't actually eat breakfast until I'm hungry. And that requires listening to your body, which a lot of us along the way have forgotten to do. So it's so important to listen to your body. When you're hungry, that's when you eat. So I'm going to have a handful of frozen strawberries. Again, do I measure anything? You know the answer to that. Frozen strawberries. I peel and freeze my bananas ahead of time. So I'm going to dump those in. I'm going to do chia seeds, which are great for athletes because it helps with inflammation in your joints. It has the good fats too that our organs want. So some chia seeds. Some mangista that might be new to you. This is not delicious, but it helps clean your lymphatic system. I found this on Amazon. It's not tasty at all, but it gets covered up with other tasty things, so you won't even know it's there. And you don't need a lot. I'll add maybe 2 or 3 superfoods. It's always different every day. I switch it up. A little spirulina, 1 teaspoon is all you need. This helps clean your blood. It helps bind with heavy metals and pull them out of your body. And of course, peanut butter. Is almond butter better for you than peanut butter? Yes, but I like peanut butter better. It's tasty. Love it. Oh, I want to show you a little pro tip. Doo-doo-doo. My pro tip is that when you pick up real peanut butter, there's a layer of oil at the top. All you have to do before you ever open it is store it in your pantry like that. And once you open it, it will be perfect. So that's my pro tip for the day. I'm gonna blend this up. I've never done this backwards before, so bear with me. Oopsie. It's blended. I should be able to make 2 portions out of this. One for breakfast when I'm hungry, and then one for a snack. It already smells so amazing. There it is. There is my breakfast and my first snack of the day. Another snack that I will typically bring with me is overnight oats. I would more than likely make this the night before, but for the sake of you, I'm going to show you how to make it now. I will do about a cup of oats. Did you know that 1 cup of oats has 12 grams of protein? Isn't that a lot? So I will put 1 cup in here and I will cover it with liquids. You can do nut milk, any nut milk, coconut milk, rice milk, your choice. I'm gonna do water for the sake of saving on calories. Now when you're making this, you wanna cover the oats because it's going to absorb it and they're gonna get big and fat. You can do any frozen fruit. I love doing dried cherries. You don't have to do maple, that's optional. I know that some of you like to avoid sugar, even natural sugar, and that's fine. And then also, did you know that a 1/4 cup of, what are these? Pumpkin seeds have 9 grams of protein. So that's 21 grams of protein for this one snack. And there it is, so simple. I might throw some shredded coconut on it. And this is loaded with fiber. It's gonna keep you satiated, keep you nice and full. So that would be my snack. In review, we have oats, water, seeds, dried cherries, coconut, and that's it. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge and tomorrow it will be perfect. It will have sucked up all the moisture so it will be nice and thick and delicious. I wouldn't throw bananas on this the day before or they'll be really squishy. Don't throw bananas on it until you eat it. So that's it, that's my snack. For lunch, I would typically have a salad. I make this in huge portions so that it's easy to grab a scoop for lunch, throw a scoop with my dinner, and I wanna show you just how easy it is to make. We have our fresh tomatoes, our red onion, our parsley, and cilantro. So fresh, so much fiber, so much goodness. I like to use the stems of the parsley and cilantro, not just the leaves. I chop it up super, super tiny, throw it all together, and what makes this truly the bomb is my dressing. And for dressing, I'll do olive oil, garlic, lemon, salt, something really clean, you know? And the lemon from the dressing will soften these greens. So here is my cilantro. Cilantro and parsley are both great chelators. And what that means is they bind with heavy metals in your body and pull them out. So that's it. I'm gonna take my parsley. Making a mess here. A can of beans. 1 can has 28 grams of protein, but if you watch my stories, you know that. Some fresh tomatoes. Another thing I'll add in my dressing often is nutritional yeast. Has lots of B12, lots of protein, and it kind of gives it a cheesy flavor. There's my fresh tomatoes. I'm gonna use the back of my knife to push it into the bowl so that I don't dull the already dull blade. And then lastly, my red onion, which I chop very, very tiny. This salad actually lasts for a good amount of time, whereas most salads get wilty and kind of sweaty and gross. This is nice because parsley and cilantro is more resilient when it comes to staying fresh. Oh, another little pro tip is keep your parsley and cilantro in a cup with a little bit of water on the bottom. It will last 4 times as long. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I have that quinoa already made. Should it be in a glass container because plastic's bad for you? Yes. Mix this bad boy up. Then I'll add some kind of seeds on it. Seeds. I could do pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, or nuts, slivered almonds, pecans, you name it. This looks so fresh and delicious already. But what makes it really, really yummy is the dressing. Here's our olive oil. Our garlic. I usually use the fresh garlic and I store it in the freezer, but this is all I had this time. Lemon. And I really don't measure these ingredients. They're all delicious, and when you put them together, you just taste it, and if it needs a little salt, add salt. If it needs a little cayenne or pepper, you know what to do. Plenty of cayenne, don't be scared. And then some salt. Nutritional yeast, because why not? I love this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna blend this up and see how it tastes. We shall see. Delicious. Ooh, spicy. Put a lot of cayenne in there. This is so pretty. Look at this work of art. I'll mix this all up. There's plenty of leftovers, so we will have some for Justin's lunch or for some for dinner. And the longer it sits, the better all the flavors will melt together, and it will, like I said, soften the parsley and cilantro. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. I'll put a couple of scoops of this in my container for lunch. And there you have it. So far we have our lemon water in the morning, our hot cacao, breakfast smoothie, my oats, and here's my lunch. I'm gonna add some sunflower seeds. I'm sorry, yeah, sunflower seeds for crunch. These ones are roasted and salted. See how beautiful that is? And that, my friends, is lunch. In the late afternoon, if I feel like I need a snack, something that I might have is avocado toast. I know that's not the first time you've heard of this. It's super basic. People are obsessed with it. It's so easy to make, and it doesn't get boring because I'll put cucumbers on top or tomatoes on top or broccoli sprouts. There's endless ways to make avocado toast. One of the things that I do differently than most people, I think, and it's not necessary, it just, in my opinion, brings it to the next level, is I put coconut oil on the toast and then salt and then my avocado. It just makes it so buttery and savory. I love it. Okay, a little sprinkle of salt. This is also exactly how I make my croutons. I would just chop this up, throw it over the salad. Homemade croutons. Gluten-free if you have a gluten-free bread. So, open your avocado. A little pro tip is if your avocado is shockingly ripe, which it seems like you can never find that window, when it's ripe, throw it in the fridge. That will stop it from getting more ripe, or at least slow down the process. Have you ever seen such a perfect avocado, by the way? Okay. Gonna put this on my toast and enjoy. So that's my typical snack right there. Delicioso. If you live by a Trader Joe's, you got to try their everything but the bagel seasoning. It's so good. Smasheroonie. Yummy, I'm excited to eat this right now, actually. Does this get any easier? Truly, like eating this way is so easy and so delicious. There it is. So good. Lastly, it's time for dinner. As usual, I make them quick. I don't like anything time consuming. I like making food, I just don't want to spend tons of energy on one recipe. So I have my clean, organic cabbage from Trader Joe's. They make life so easy, I swear. Organic chickpeas. Is it better to make your beans from scratch? Absolutely. But if you don't have the time, buy them organic and BPA-free cans. Remember I said I always have quinoa or some type of farro rice, barley made? I really do. Okay, here is my quinoa. That was so complicated, huh? Now for the dressing. I have water, a little bit of water. I'm gonna do tahini, a little horseradish, because I said I love spicy, and a little maple to sweeten it up. You already know the answer. I don't really measure, I just do it by taste. So my tahini, which is crushed sesame seeds, for those of you who don't know. A little horseradish, and by a little I mean a lot. Justin likes things hot and spicy too, so we're both big fans of that. And a little maple. You can dabble with these measurements. If you want it thicker, don't use so much water. If you want it saltier, obvious, add more salt. So I'm gonna mix this up. Taste it. If it needs a little bit of anything else, I add it. And that's it. You can, sometimes I'll throw cucumbers in there, peppers, tomatoes. It's always different. The look of this dressing kind of looks like a lumpy hummus. It doesn't matter though, it's all getting mixed within the salad. So let's try it. Perfect. Okay. Mix this all up and then I will add slivered almonds. And that will be our dinner. I know you're thinking rabbit food, but this is the way I eat and I feel so good. I never feel like I need a nap after I eat. I have energy. Like we could actually go to the gym after. How many meals can you do that with, you know? There we go. Our slivered almonds. That's it. I suggest making extra dressing too, so you can keep it in a little covered container or a small mason jar in the fridge. It's just easier. I almost always have at least one dressing that I made in the fridge. Don't ever buy dressings. It's loaded with preservatives and nasty processed oils. Just make it. You saw how easy it is. So that's it. I'm gonna pour this into this so that you can actually see it. You can also throw a lot of sliced avocado on this, that'd be good. That's it. This is a typical day in the life of what I like to eat during the day. I have my lemon water and probiotic in review, my hot cacao, my smoothie, my overnight oats for a snack, my delicious tabbouleh salad, my avocado toast that I already ate, and my dinner. Hope that was helpful and thank you for watching.